Alright, you may wonder what's going on here. Once again, so what I've got is, I'm basically trying to set up this crank and chainring. So very, very worn, really should be replaced, but just for testing it out, I want to kind of put that back on. So what happens with this type is that there's a hole there in the chainring that goes over the little knob on the crank. Now that's massively loose, as you can tell, and that it's quite damaged as well from moving around. So what I wanted to do is make a little spacer to kind of have it more snug in that hole. So in order to do that, I've just come over the parts bin, and I found this piece of plastic that I've got here, but it's a little bit too big. So what I'm trying to do is basically lathe it using the drill. So I'll show you what I've been doing, because it's quite ridiculous once again. We'll have a look. So 80 grit sandpaper. I've got the part there, and I'm just gonna run the drill and basically sand it rotating. So you can see that I've been doing that already. It's not fantastic, but it's kind of doing the job. So let's try. Don't really want to sand the drill bit though, so let's just adjust this slightly. So there's a bit of plastic coming out. Nice microplastic for you. So just to test this, I'm just going to pop it on. So that's our guide hole or pilot hole there, and it's looking pretty good actually now. So what I might do, I'll just do a little bit on the very inner edge there. I'm gonna, yeah, that's not ideal. So what I'm wanting to get is a sharper edge there. So it's a little bit wide. Not sure how visible that is. A little bit wide around the collar there. So I want that completely, the chainring completely snug against the plastic. But I am kind of struggling to get that done rotating. So what I might do is just do it by hand. Perfect fit, because you can't get it, because there's the hole is so mangled. As you can see, it's all worn around the edge there. I probably would like to, maybe what I'll do is I'll just kind of file it back a little bit as well to get that ridge off. But yeah, let's just try it once more. So that way around. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good. I might sand it just a very slight bit further. Right. Yeah, that's good. So now the only thing holding it is this ridge here. So I'm just gonna file that back, and hopefully it's all good. I wonder which side is the original inside and original outside. It's a very symmetrical looking thing. I've got this damage here, which kind of would suggest that's the outside, because it's probably caused by that same knob there. Yeah. Well, let's see. I might just file a tiny bit on both sides. That's not too bad. So filing that edge there a tiny little bit, and now we're gonna try this guy again. So probably doesn't matter which way around. I'm gonna have to clean this again. So I'm assuming this is the outer. That'll be pretty good. So just to kind of demonstrate what the ultimate plan is, let me get that good. So crank, we've got our guide knob, whatever you call that thing, I have no idea. Pop the spacer in place, and then we'll pop that on. It's gonna sit like that, and off to the races. So the hope is that now with this kind of mild modification, we will have less movement laterally between the chainring and the crank, and it'll stop wearing out the hole any further. So that's the theory. Let's see how we go.